Hi YouTube, we're going to get right into it. These are the new offerings from SK that they hinted about 2.5 years ago, and they are finally available for purchase. I purchased them through Harry J. Epstein's out of Kansas City, Missouri, and let's get started. We'll start with 3/8 flex here. And I'm going to be open and honest and tell you that for the price paid, I am not impressed with these ratchets at all. We'll start with the flex joint and tell you it's very easy to flex from this point to that point. And then it gets extremely stiff at that point. I mean, I really got to force it to bend it over beyond that. I've tried tightening and loosening this Torx bolt. You can see that's what holds the flex joint. And they do not come factory shipped with any Loctite there in that screw. Or the cover plates. I should add these cover plate bolts are hex. And the flex joint is a Torx bolt. I just wish they were one or the other for both. It just doesn't make sense to me to mix them. Use one or the other. These are not sealed ratchets. There is no gasket between this cover plate and body or the selector switch. I did disassemble all of them, and I had lubed them with Klotz assembly lube. And it's a higher back drag for 90 tooth model. It's definitely not the lightest back drag ratchet that I own. It's not the stiffest either, but we're going to the next issue is this selector switch. You got to use a lot of pressure to flip that back and forth. I've had these for 2 days, and I've been messing with all three of them. I just feel out of the box. You shouldn't have these kind of issues. Made in USA. We'll give you the part number. And then I'll try and show you, there's some of the flaws. If you look right beneath that K, on the right hand side of the K. Next I'll show you the anvil. I'm trying to get the lighting just right. You can see it's not the smoothest. The detent, this is, as you can see, I am using an SK socket for this. Good retention, I guess. Not a whole lot of slop in that. The Klotz assembly lube did help smooth the action out, but not this selector. I mean, that just... And I'm not the only one with this complaint. There's some other guys on the GarageJournal.com, and I will leave a link down in the description where you can see other guys are having the same issues as I am. I know one guy's returning his because of this flex joint. And these are first out of the batch, you figure they would have got them right out of the gate, but you can see some assembly lube there. coming out from under it, maybe. Nice smooth chrome handle if you like that type. These are not available in a comfort grip. And I believe the overall length on this one is around 11 inches. Next, I'll show you the 1/4 inch drive. This is 12 inches long. This is currently my longest 1/4 inch drive ratchet. And this selector has the exact opposite of the 3/8. I mean, I haven't had it self-reverse or anything, but this one requires no force at all. I don't know, maybe I could stretch the spring in it a little bit to give it a little more tension. But then I'm afraid it's going to be like the 3/8, you know, and require a punch and chisel to move it. And same thing here. These are SAE sized fasteners that hold the cover plate on. I'm wearing gloves just to try and keep the fingerprints off it so you can see the actual flaws in it. I'll give you the part number of this one. That is the 1/4 inch non-flex, 12 inches long. And lastly, I have the 1/4 inch flex. This is 5 inches overall. This selector has the same issue where it flops too easily back and forth. You know, it doesn't feel positively engaged in either direction. Again, these are not sealed either, just like the 3/8. There is no gasket between that cover plate and body or the anvil. But again, the same issue. Very, you know, kind of smooth to that point, and then much more force required to bend beyond that. So I've loosened and tightened the Torx bolt. Again, no factory Loctite. I'll show you the part number of this one. And I will show you what I paid. See, it's from Harry Epstein. So for that 1/4 inch drive, 12 inches long, it was $79.95. And keep in mind, these are discounted prices. They were given a special deal on them for the initial release. The 1/4 inch 5 inch flex, $74.95. The 3/8 flex was $98.95. Again, that is a discounted price, and $20.56 to ship those, for a total of $274.41 for 3 ratchets. Now, if you think I'm nitpicking, I'm going to compare them to another 90-tooth American-made ratchet, and that is the Protos. These are similarly priced to the SKs, and keep in mind these Protos are 2 years old, not 2 days. The Protos do have gaskets between the selector and the cover plate and the body of the ratchet. A nice continuously smooth flex joint. I mean, that's the same amount of pressure throughout the range. Absolutely zero flaws in the chrome finish of these Protos. Great selector switch action, very positive, very smooth. These are also lubed with Klotz assembly lube. And something, SK was known for, their great knurling on their round head ratchets. Not available. If you look at this Proto, really nice knurling. And again, I'll show you the SK doesn't, I don't know if they're going to have one the same length as this. I think this one is around 9 inches long, the 1/4 inch drive. But again, just a flawless finish on the Proto. And again, 2 years old. Again, great positive action on the selector of the Proto. Great action in the flex joint. Again, nice knurling on the handle. I guess, that's a personal preference. Someone might prefer the smooth handles of the SKs. I like knurling, though. So I'm telling you, for similar money, I would definitely pick Proto over SK. And it's not like I'm a big, huge Proto tool fan. Those of you that have watched my long toolbox tours know I own a hell of a lot more SK than I do Proto products. But I don't know what's going on over there, if they're going to get these issues straightened out. But again, for the money spent, not happy with these at all. The new Harbor Freight Icons are better than these. Of course, you can't buy an Icon Flex in 3/8 right now, but the 1/4 inch models are definitely better than this SK in every aspect. Just because something's made in the USA doesn't make it great. Or the Carlisle 90 tooth models. Of course, they're not available in the USA as Flexheads, but the straight 90 tooth models, I have both of them in 1/4 inch and 3/8. Both better ratchets than any offering from SK. So I will be keeping them. I mean, who knows? Maybe they'll get it straightened out. It's not that huge an issue, but I'm saying, for the money spent, definitely better offerings on the market. So if you're interested in these, I would try and find a retailer where you can check them out locally before purchasing. Because I'm not happy with any of the three out of the box, and would definitely look elsewhere for a 90 tooth ratchet. There's going to be gear wrench ones coming out very soon. Matter of fact, I think the 3/8 Flex is already listed on Amazon, but it's priced like at $108. And I'll bet you there's not as many issues with it as there is with all three of these. So that's it, and that's my feelings on them. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.